this episode of Operation Build, yours, mine, and our generation, we're meeting with the Wallaces. They're an amazing family that want to put all 5 of their children through college, if that's what they want, of course. So we've arranged for them to meet with one of our teammates from College Savings Bank. It's a division of Next Bank SSB. So let's listen.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, it's so great to be with you, Lindsay and William, and thank you for inviting me into your home to answer some of your questions that you may have about saving towards a higher education for your children. I know you have 5 of them, and you must have so many things going through your mind, not only to even start thinking about what's going to be coming up further down the road with a higher education, but it's good to start thinking about those things now, so I'm here to answer all those questions.
One of the questions I had was just thinking about the diversity of our kids and knowing that they have different personalities, different interests, just thinking ahead that they may not all choose to go to college. How would we begin to save for 5 kids, not knowing which one of those 5 kids may actually go to college?
So the first thing that you should do is start an account for the child that's going to be going to college next, so the oldest child. Mm-hmm. And what you can do at that point is whatever monies are left over from that child, you can now name the next child as the beneficiary to come along. Now say in your particular case you have a couple of the children who are around about the same age, so there's an opportunity for the children to be in college at the same time. You may want to start funding one account, then start a new account for the next child and start funding that account. Whatever at the end does not get used by the oldest child, you can always name the next child as the beneficiary of that particular account. If your child decides to, say you're saving for the oldest one and that child decides to go to the military, you can name the next child as the beneficiary of that particular account.
So how do we choose the right vehicle for our savings?
So the best way to save towards a higher education would be a 529 college savings program or plan. There are different ways of saving. You can go right to your local bank and open up a savings account, a regular savings account, or you can open up some sort of uniform trust fund for your child. Or what I represent is the 529 College Savings Program. My bank, College Savings Bank, which is a division of Next Bank SSB, we are program managers for the 529 College Savings Program offered out of the states of Arizona and Indiana. Both programs are available nationwide, so that's the beauty of it. And you can choose to go to a financial advisor or you can choose not to go to a financial advisor.
What is a 529?
So a 529 is similar to a 401k. So you've heard of a 401k where you put money aside and you save it and you use it for retirement. A 529 is named after the section code, IRS section code 529, and is basically the same type of deal. You put money aside and you get to use it towards higher education of any sort. That money can be used towards a 2-year college, a 4-year institute, a public, private, a technical school, any accredited college, university, or institute, as long as it's accredited by the federal government. It could be in the US or abroad. So whatever school that your child chooses to go to, it can be any school as long as it's accredited. It does not have to be a school located here in Florida.
So how safe would our money be in this type of account?
The beauty of the type of accounts that we offer through our 529 College Savings Program is that it is FDIC insured. Being that we're a bank, we're able to offer FDIC insured products up to $250,000 per beneficiary, per account owner. What's different between our 529 program and the 529 programs offered throughout the nation is that most of those are using the mutual fund type product as a vehicle towards saving. So you put your money into the account and it's invested in some sort of mutual fund. With us, because it is a bank type product, you're depositing money towards a savings account or a CD. And we are one of the very few 529 programs out there that offer FDIC insured products.
Are there any fees associated with this account?
So with our 529 College Savings account that we offer through College Savings Bank, as of January 6th of this year, we removed all fees. At that point, we were only charging transactional type fees, but we do not charge any fees for our account. There are 529 programs that will charge fees because they're invested in mutual funds, but within our 529 College Savings Program, no fees.
How do we decide an amount that we should be aiming for in terms of how much to save per kid per year? How do we come to that?
So there's a lot of different calculator tools that are out there right online that are free. Some of them are also on our website, and you just go right through the formulas, answering a few key questions, put in names of institutes, things of that nature, and it'll spit out a number, right? So the number will say, this is the amount that you need to save, and then you can even drill it down and say, well, how much should I be saving every month? One of the other things that I like to do, because it's more practical, I did not have that much money to save every single month for my child. And with you having 5 children, looking at that number, you'll just say, okay, you're all going to the military. But one of the things that I did was I was more practical about it. I started putting money aside to save towards, I have one daughter, I started putting money aside to save for her higher education account. And I did not make the goal being saving for the entire 4 years as soon as she turned 18 and was ready to go to school. Keep in mind, your child's going to be in school 4, 5, 6 years, so you still have a little bit of time to also save. What I did as well is I had enough money saved for her to attend school for 1 semester, 1 year. Maybe the next semester I had enough saved to buy all of her books. And then the next semester I was able to pay for that full year, that sort of thing. So I like to tell families to be more practical in their thinking and how they want to start managing their funds and saving. Of course, you talk to a tax professional, you talk to an advisor to get more specific details about how you would want to do it, but always keep in mind to be practical with it.
Well, thanks for coming today and sharing all of this with us. This is really great information.
Thank you both for inviting me in again, and it was my pleasure to answer your questions. And if you have any questions in the future, feel free to give me a call and I'd be glad to answer them. And since you do have 5 children that you're going to have to think about what's going to happen later down the road, I would love to offer you guys a 529 account, and we will fund it. We'll start it off with $529.
That's awesome.
Thank you. No, the pleasure is definitely ours.
Yeah.
So we're very happy to do that for you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to reintroduce you to a family you've already met from Operation Build and see if they have any questions for Regina. In 2015, tuition per year at a public in-state college averages almost $19,000, and private schools are almost double that amount.